I'll be able to give you some of the quote from Dr. Winnie Dyer, and some of it goes like this: as you think, so shall it be. If you feel it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I become what I think about all day long. You don't allow your thoughts to be on anything that you don't want. Whatever you are, that is what you draw to you. If you are negative, you are going to draw negativity. If you're positive, you also draw positive. You are a kind person, more people kind to you. So you are like a magnet. And this is from Steve Havley. So you are like a magnet. You got to understand something about like attract like. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same place. Thank you again for everyone that has logged in. But the most important thing is we'll be able to play the video that I did with Labake in about a few minutes. But until then, continue to enjoy, the music at the background while we get the video ready for you, so that you can be able to listen to the interview I did with Labake. And then we're going to go straight into Ogun State itself to speak with Agbesonwa Oluwaseun.
Catch 'em, hold 'em, grab 'em, chase 'em, hold it, catch 'em, get 'em, go down, chase 'em, yes, looking go start, chasing go start, looking go start, watching go start, chasing go start, somebody go hold it. Wait them go grab, them go beat them well, them sleep them well, police go come well, them go carry them go cop,
This is Star Radio
put them
UK.
6 months.
I hope you can see me clearly. I'm trying to get a very good capture of your life in Ogun State, Shagamu. Can you position the camera very close to Labake for me, please? Okay, I'm not getting a good feed at the moment. Okay, I'm sure my audience can. The live feed you're watching, okay, the live feed you're watching is from Ogun State. Then we're trying to speak to Omo Labake Samson. She's the young Nigerian girl that has been making a lot of noise back in Nigeria. I'm still trying to get a better feed. Let me make sure that I could see clearly from the Facebook page myself. Can you tell us your name, please?
My name is Samson Labake.
Samson Labake, and can you tell us the name of your school?
The name of my school.
Well, sorry, can you repeat the name of your school again?
No, my school. I'm calling my school Studio Shagam.
Okay. Can you explain to all the audience watching you why you become one of the most popular girls in Nigeria, in Ogun State today? Can you summarize what actually took place? Yeah. Okay.
I was at our shop. I wanted to buy something outside. I was at our shop. I wanted to buy something outside.
Okay.
I saw a pot. I took the pot. I took it to the bank.
Okay. And what was in the purse? Tell us what was in the purse. Do you know what was in the purse when you took the purse?
It's the owner that checked. That's all they are not.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? I said, what was in the purse?
In 18,000
And then an FCMB bank. And then what happened when you found the wallet? What did you do when you found the wallet? When you found the wallet, what did you do with it?
I took it to the bank.
Okay, and when you got to the bank, then what next? Sorry, I didn't hear that properly.
I returned the purse to the bank.
Okay, and then when you return it to the bank, then what did the bank say? What did the bank do? You know?
The bank had checked me, and they came to my house. They gave me a recommendation letter.
They gave you a recommendation letter, and we know also the bank came down to your school. The question I want to ask you now is, can you explain what class are you exactly, and what class are you?
I'm in the SS2 art.
You're an SS2 art student. For those watching us live on Facebook, we're live in Shagamu in Ogun State, where the picture you can see right in front of you is Omolabake Lord Samson. She's the young Nigerian that found 18,000 naira in the wallet and decided to take the money back to the bank. You've taken the money down to the bank came to your school and gave you a recommendation letter as well. What is this like, since, all this, you've become a celebrity overnight. How do you feel?
I'm happy.
Okay, anything else? You appreciate. Okay, can you pass the Okay, let me speak to Pastor Agbeson right there to be able to speak to my audience. Can you give the phone to Agbeson Rasho? Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for bearing and being patient with me, trying to get the connection. Could you tell us who you are? I know we were going to be speaking to you on Wednesday on my Voices. Could you tell us who you are as well, and how you come across Omolabake Samson?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Agbeson Oluwaseun Felix. I'm a missionary by the grace of God. I'm a pastor by the grace of God. And I happen to be a comrade.
Okay.
All this while,
Okay, just 1 minute there while you're talking. Continue talking. I'm just trying to get the laptop charger before we go. Yeah. Continue talking.
Okay, I happen to be of academic studies in the state. Mind you, we have a goal. Our goal is to project honesty and
Okay.
as a teacher in the States. This girl called Olayomi Samson story happens to be the one that makes us interested in what she has done. The end of her story the day after she has sent it back to the bank, the ATM card, the boss to the bank. That happens to be more than $3. So he went back to the school and I got the message about her. Let me just tell you something about this girl. This girl is a person that has no father. Father have died. Her mother is a corn roaster. Presently, she lives with a foster mother.
Okay.
Due to the financial challenges that she's having.
Okay.
And she happens to be a girl that in her school, the teachers and the students have no anything bad about her.
Okay.
They say she's a good girl. So Mike is prompting us, people like us, to write a story about honesty,
Okay.
which he has done. And not only that, I want to tell you this morning that I personally, I interviewed her before now, and I can tell you boldly that she's a decent girl. So that's why we celebrated her on social media. And not only do we celebrate her, as a patient I've made people all over the world to know more about her.
Okay. Can you give us a background about this school that Olayomi Samson is taking? Because if she's been able to give back the wallet, it looks like she's getting a very good education and moral, from the school. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of the school?
You know what the school is my Shagams.
If you can speak a little bit, please, we'll appreciate it.
The name of the school is Customized School, Shagam.
Okay.
I hope you're hearing me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's located along Sabo Market.
Okay.
Sabo Market in the state.
Okay. Is there any other thing? Okay. What you are watching, my audience, this is Nigeria Diaspora coming to you live transmission to Olayomi Samson and Adesola Oluwase from the state Shagamu, telling us how Olayomi herself, from her mouth, she has been able to explain to the audience that she found out a wallet. Olayomi, what message would you like to tell anyone watching in terms of what you have done? So what do you have any message you'd like to tell the audience? Whether
They should be honest, and what does not belong to them, they should not.
okay. Is there any other thing you want to say before we round up this interview? We know it's been almost an hour. We've been trying to do a connection, and we appreciate that you were patient with us. This is Olayomi Koiki, Nigeria Diaspora, bringing it to you. Is there any other thing you want to tell your other mates? To believe in themselves. Is there any message you want to pass on to them?
I thank about Daddy for all over the world, and I thank all of people that support SBA Bank and so on.
Okay, we say a big thank you for joining us today, the 8th of July 2017, all the way from Shagamu, Nigeria. I can assure you that when next I'm in Nigeria, I will be visiting you myself. I will say big thank you. I will continue to pray for you and also continue to believe and have that dream. Thank you very much. Let me speak to Agbesiro as well. And say hello to your mom. Say hello to your mom as well for us. Say big kudos to your mom for giving you a very good training. So that this is a good message that we need to be passing on to all the Nigerians living all over the world, and we still believe that there's a lot of Nigerians doing good things, and you are just one of them, and we really, really appreciate you and say a big thank you for joining us this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Now,
okay, is there any last message you would like to pass on to the audience watching you now today?
my message is, what does it belong to you? Don't take it. The training that you have received from home, make sure that you do the training anywhere you get to. Also, be careful of whatsoever you are doing. Be careful of whatsoever you are doing, because you may not know what will bring you out to limelight. Now, by getting back to honesty, she doesn't even know what she has done. She does not even have to do the extent of what she did. Because when we went to her and tried to read about that, she was saying there's nothing big about that. I said lots of people, I turned it back to me, is there anything big about that? There's nothing too big about that. But that means there's no difference when they give back to somebody and someone that give back to him and say for himself again. In Nigeria, we can have our Senate and House of Assembly will be better. We can have 15 abagas. I'm sure that crime will have reduced drastically. We can have 5 abagas. I'm sure corruption in the country will be a thing of the past. This is what media houses should come and celebrate. This is what the private organizations come and celebrate. For the fact that she's from a very poor background, and yet she still was able to demonstrate the act of modesty. Let us celebrate her, encourage her. Let's make sure that everything about her is celebrated. You can use that as a kind of ambassador in the media houses, internationally, locally. All what we are fighting about is this celebration of honesty, celebration of integrity, celebration of a girl that doesn't allow greediness and what she doesn't belong to her to make things bad for her.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and we really appreciate. We hope to speak to you sometime again. Thank you very much for your time, and we do appreciate. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, we've had it all there. We were transmitting live to you from
they ride motor car instead of motorcycle. Now helicopter instead of them waka. Now waka go waka for them. Authority people, them could steal. Public contribute plenty money. Now authority people, they steal. Authority man, not the pickpocket. Now petty cash, him go the thief. I'm robber, him need gun. Authority man, him need pen. Authority man in charge of money. Him no need gun, him need pen. Pen get power, gun not get. If gun steal 80,000 naira, pen go steal 2 billion naira. You're not gonna hear them shout. You're not gonna hear them shout at all. You're not gonna hear them shout. And go say those was a call. You're not gonna hear them say. You're not gonna hear them shout. Different way, be them way. Now see the last style, be them style.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh yes. Oh of course, you can still the government, why not?
Yes, yes,
All of them, the rogues.
yes.
Government. I say authority
This is Sound Radio.
pass and robbery. I say authority stealing pass and robbery. You be thief, you be rogue, you they steal, you be robber, you be am robber, I no be thief, I no be rogue, I no be steal, I no be robber, I no be am robber. Yes, argument about stealing. Somebody don't take his stuff to it belong to another person. Top of the road on this side, people they waka. Office the workers, labor workers. Them go they waka. Inside bus them go they. Motorcycle them they ride. Plenty crowd. Inside this crowd, sometimes for one corner, sometimes for one street. You go there here, kacham, ting, kacham, rope, kacham, rubber, kacham, olam, grabam, chasam, ole, kacham, getam, go down, raise them, yes, looking go start, chasing go start, looking go start, watching go start, chasing go start, somebody go there, wait them go grab, them go beat them well, them lynch them well, police go come well, them go carry them go court, them fit put them 6 months, them fit put them 2 years, are innocent, see, them fit put them 7 years, if not them go shoot them well, them go shoot them for armed robbery instead of workers. We have officials instead of bosses. Them they ride motor car instead of motorcycle. Now helicopter instead of them waka. Now waka go waka for them. Authority people, them could steal. Public contribute plenty money. Now authority people, they steal. Authority.
How are you? Good evening, everybody in the house.
Hello, good evening. How come we cannot see you? It's so dark. Is there no electricity? We're now live with hello. No one can see your face at the moment. We're now connected live to Ogun State in Nigeria, where we will be speaking to Agbesonwa Oluwaseun. But as we can see, my audience as well, there's a bit of darkness, you know, from the other side of the planet. That shows that a lot of the diaspora, we've got a lot of work to do to make things happen on the other side. We can't leave everything to the government. Just as I was doing a little bit of my research today, Top Shop or whatever their name is selling Ghana Must Go. Agbesonwa, can you hear me live from the studio?
I'm hearing you live. You're Koiki. I'm hearing you live.
Okay, in as much as we cannot see you, but we will just continue with the interview. Can you just tell the audience, I hope you'll be able to get to somewhere a little bit more clearer so that, you know, the audience can see your face. But while you are trying to get to wherever you have to go to make sure that we can see your face. Can you just tell the audience, you know, who you are and you know, what you do?
What did you say, please?
Can you tell my audience your name and who you are?
Okay. I am Agbesonwa Felix Oluwaseun. By the grace of God, I'm a social activist, human rights activist, and someone that promotes integrity, commitment, loyalty to the common next man of a man. I live in Nigeria, precisely in Ogun State, and I particularly belong to a union called Academic Union of Secondary School, in which I've been of help to you all for the past weeks, which I've been promoting and projecting the image of good honesty within the country.
Okay. We're listening. Even though we cannot see you, it would be nice to have a bit of your picture, but wherever you are, it's very, very dark. To my audience watching, the left-hand side from your feed there is we're live in Ogun State speaking to Agbesonwa. Agbesonwa, let's just go straight into it. Can you tell us what took place in terms of how you were able to find out about Omolabake and the whole storyline of, you know, what took place? I mean, you know, in Ogun State. Hello. Hello. Well, it seems we've lost Agbesonwa there on the Skype. We will try and make sure we get him back as quickly as we can. But you got to understand that, you know, back in Nigeria is not as much as, you know, the facilities. And this is what, you know, we say all the time. There's a lot of opportunity for majority of us living down here. We could not appreciate, you know, what we are enjoying. I mean, you know, just a Skype call to, you know, Agbesonwa there in Nigeria is proven very difficult. That shows that the infrastructure still need a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of work for us as well. You know, we must continue, you know, to raise our voice. We must continue to make sure that we do what we can do, you know, within our confinement. I mean, you know, in 2017, as you can see, you know, he's trying as much as possible to connect with us, but unfortunately, you know, sometimes, you know, the network, and I'm sure we will continue to try to bring him back on air so that he can speak to you. But for those of you that have watched that video, I'm sure you've got the gist of, you know, what actually took place when Omolabake returned 18,000 naira. You know, I mean, if we have, you know, 1,000 of Omolabake in every part of the 36 states of Nigeria, I'm sure corruption, you know, will probably have reduced, you know, in the last 60 years. But the most important thing is, you know, we were unable to, you know, bring back we will still try to bring back Agbesanwa. But if for any reason we can't connect with him, I'm sure, that was one of the reasons why I decided to do that video interview with him on Saturday with Omolabake herself. Again, we still try all our possible best. If otherwise, we will speak with him direct, using the WhatsApp call. But for the time being, we're also trying to bring to you Chief Bimbo Folayan to explain to us what is coming up, tomorrow and Friday, where there's the Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit coming up in London. Is taking place on Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, the investment is to take the technology that I myself and you, listen to me and watching me right now. You can see how difficult it is, for the infrastructure system that has been left, for so long, and we do. I mean, for those of you, following the news, I'm sure you saw it as well. Etisalat, is the fourth largest with 21 million active subscribers. But what has taken place, again, mismanagement and all that. And, these are part of the issues that is taking place. But the most important thing is I will try to connect with him back again. If otherwise, we will take it to the next step where we will continue, the program itself. Again, as usual, you're watching, live from the London Afro-Caribbean radio station, Star Radio. The line is open as well. If you, want to have, a call-in, you could call into the studio. You might have something you want to discuss. You might have something, from the time we've started the show, we've not had so many people calling in, but the line is actually open. If you want to call in, you could call us on 0208 133 2257. I repeat that again, 0208 133 2257. Why not call the studio and let's have a discussion? The question is, would any of our children living outside the country return $20 or £20 to the bank? That's the question I'm throwing out to you. Why not call the studio line and let's have a conversation on this? But for the meantime, listen again to the one and only Baba
See man not the pickpocket, na petty cash him go dey pick. I'm robber, him need gun. Authority man, him need pen. Authority man in charge of money, him no need gun, him need pen. Pen get power, gun no get. If gun steal 80,000 naira, pen go steal 2 billion naira. You not go hear them shout. You not go hear them shout at all. You not go hear them shout. And you go say those was a call. You not go hear them say. You not go hear them shout. Different way be them way. Now see the last style be them style.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh yes. Oh, of course. Constitution of the government. Why not?
Yes, yes,
yes. All of them, the rogues.
yes, yes, yes.
Government. I say, authority people, stars are robbing. I say, authority stealing, bars are robbing. We are rich, we must do something about this nonsense. I say, we must do something about this nonsense. Ah, yes, 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 yes.
Well, welcome back again to your finest Afro-Caribbean station in London. Again, as usual, my name is Olayomi Koiki, and we do appreciate everyone that has logged in. Like I say, before I went on that short break, you could call into the studio line. It's 0208 133 2257. If you've missed any of our old episode, make sure you go on our YouTube channel where you'll be able to watch every one of our show clips that we've done. Last week we came down with Prince Adida Kwararomi, talking to us about the insurance, how it's important as well that every one of us have to insure ourselves. That was last week. The previous week, we also have again, Stephanie Okafor, talking to us about, what and do's and don'ts, if you're getting a property or you're a landlord or a tenant, living in the United Kingdom. We've brought in a lot of people, we've got Rachel and Grateful spoke to us as well last week, with the upcoming event, this coming Saturday as well. There's so much taking place as well within the community. But remember, if you've got anything you want us to, share with the audience or the community itself at large, make sure, you get in touch with me, Yomi at nigeriadiaspora.net. Next week, we'll be bringing back again, Abdurrahman Moore. I'm sure a lot of you remember that young man that spoke to us, the community outreach manager, within the Somalian community. It's not going down. We thought it's actually going down. I thought it was just within the Nigerian community there's a knife crime. You'll be amazed that within the Somalian community, United Kingdom, there's a huge knife crime. And next week, Abdurrahman Moore will be with me in the studio, and we're going to look into why is the youth, our youth, still taking knives. I saw it in the news about a few weeks ago. The mayor of London said they can, have now, put it out that there will be metal detector, in all the schools. As it got to that stage, where, the school has to put metal detector, like someone traveling out of the country, where you got to be searched whether you've got any dangerous weapon with you. Are we really now in that state of fearless, where all our children, are now becoming out of control? And I do remember also about 2 weeks ago, Saturday, there was a similar, talk on the knife crime in Peckham area as well. Abdurrahman Moore will be, coming to speak to us in the studio next week. He works within the community of the Somalian living in UK. And it was, we had a conversation, but the knife crime, as much as, you don't know what is happening with the other community, but you'll be amazed that there's a lot of knife crime taking place as well within the Somalian community as well. So he'll be back next week to speak to us as well. Again, as usual, my name is Olayomi Koiki. The Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission has released the list of validated candidates for the chairmanship and councillorship election into 20 local government and 36 local government council that is taking place on the 22nd of July. We hope and not just pray that there won't be any violence with this coming election in Lagos State. Lagos is a very, very important state when it comes to the election. And I'm sure, we're following all the details of that election as well. Like I've mentioned before, the Nigeria Diaspora Direct Investment Summit is taking place this weekend. Make sure, you get your ticket. Nigeria Diaspora will be there as well to bring it to you live from the venue. But this is all about investment into the Nigeria, not just Nigeria, all the African country as well. I mean, as you can see, for those of you that were trying to, just about 10-15 minutes ago, I could not even make a good phone call to Agbeson right there in Ogun State. Again, infrastructure. He lives in Odogbolu, so he's not living in Lagos. Yes, someone living in Lagos would have been able to, get a good connection and all that. But again, this is, what the government should look into, because, for us to, the ease and ways of doing business, is not just for the government alone, but also to the foreign partners that want to come in and invest as well. Let me see if I can connect Agbeson right in the studio through the WhatsApp call, because I still want to have a conversation with him in about a few minutes. He's already on WhatsApp, but I'm going to try and connect him, into the studio line so that he can speak to us right now. Again, you're watching Naija Voices. My name is Olayomi Koiki, coming to you every Wednesday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tell someone to tell someone. Thank you, and welcome back. To the studio again. I was only trying to to see if I can still connect back to Agbesonwa right there. It says to me he's already at home now. We're working on that, but I should bring it back to you in about a few minutes. But the most important thing is, you know, why not yourself call into the studio before we get through Agbesonwa? The number again is 0208 133 2257. There's a lot taking place globally. There's a lot happening within the community as well. But the most important thing is, let's continue to work together. Let's continue to unite as a community, and let's continue also to, to have, the strong belief that Nigeria will be great. Africa will be the best place for every one of us. But we can only do that if we all work together, to make it happen. It's not just something that we can do, on our own. It's not something that the government itself can sort out. But the most important thing is that Agbesonwa is right in the house now, and we will try to see if we can get him back on the Skype.
The shit out of me. But I say I didn't die because my name is Anikulaku. I have death in my pouch. I can't die. They can't kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, argument about stealing. Somebody don't take his love to it belong to another person. Top of the road on this side, people they waka. Office workers, labor workers. Them go they waka. Inside bus them go they. Motorcycle them they ride. Plenty crowd. Inside this crowd. Sometimes for one corner. Sometimes for one street. You go there here. Kacham. Ting. Kacham. Rope. Kacham. Rubber. Kacham. Pull grab 'em, chase 'em, ole, cash 'em, get 'em, go down, raise 'em, yes, looking go start, chasing go start, looking go start, watching go start, chasing go start, somebody go there, where them go grab. Them well, them lynch them well, police go come well, them go carry them go court, them fit put them 6 months, them fit put them 2 years are innocent, them fit put them 7 years, if not them go shoot them well, them go shoot them for wrong.
Hello, Thank you very much, Agbesola, for making all the effort to connect back with us on Niger Voices. We do appreciate you for making it possible, just as you did on Saturday. We lost a bit of your conversation while we were speaking to you before the line, went off. Can you just give us a background about yourself again, for those that could not pick that up before the line disconnected earlier on? And also, can you make your camera up front so that we can see you properly as well? Horizontal. Hello? Hello? You need to reduce the set in the house, because that will be interfering as well. You need to switch off the whatever device you've got behind you as well.
Okay.
You need to turn off everything that you have. Just concentrate on the Skype alone, because that's the only way we can get a clearer voice from you. Hello? Well, again, it looks like we're having difficulty speaking to Agbeson over there. We do hope it will be able to come back, but if otherwise, we will just see if we can call him through the WhatsApp call rather than the video call, because, like I said, there's still a lot of challenges, in terms of the infrastructure, back in Nigeria. Hello? 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 Okay, 1 minute. We're trying to, we've already got him on the line. We need to make sure we have him. Hello, Agbesanwa, can you hear me now? Hello, Agbesanwa, can you hear us in the studio? Hello, Agbesanwa, can you hear us at all? Well, we're still having a connection trouble to speak to Agbesanwa right in Ogun State. Like it's not residing in Lagos. The infrastructure is not as good, but I've got him on the line, but we cannot get the connection through. Again, you're watching live from the studio. Niger Voice is coming to you every Wednesday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. While we're trying to speak to Agbesanwa, I would find out exactly what is taking place. But the most important thing is also we're trying to get through to Chief Bimbo Folayan to be able to speak to us on the summit that is taking place this Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Instead of workers, we have officials. Instead of bosses, then they ride motorcar. Instead of motorcycle, now helicopter. Instead of them waka, now waka go waka for them. Authority people, them go they steal. Public contribute plenty money. Now authority people they steal. Authority man not the pickpocket. A petty cash him go they pick. I'm robber, him need gun. Authority man, him need pen. Authority man in charge of money. Him no need gun, him need pen. Pen get power, gun not get. If gun steal 80,000 naira, pen go steal 2 billion naira. You not go hear them shout. You not go hear them shout at all. You not go hear them shout. And you go say this was a call. You not go hear them say. You not go hear them shout. Different way, be them way. Now see the last style, be them style.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh yes. Oh, of course. Constitution of the government, why not?
Yes, 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 yes.
All of them, the rogues.
Yes, yes, yes.
Government. I say, authority people, stars are robbing. I say, authority stealing, bars are robbing. We Africans, we must do something about this nonsense. I say, we must do something about this nonsense. Ah, yes, 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 yes.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Okay, I think we've got a voice now. We're sorry to all our audience. Unfortunately, like I say, we're trying all our possible best, but we've got to remember that it's not the same, as it is in Europe, where we've got a good broadband connection. We've got a good connection in terms of the infrastructure. Infrastructure still need a lot of work to be done back in not just in Nigeria, but also in every part of African country. But I can tell you now that I've got Agbeson live on the, through the WhatsApp call, which again is another kind of technology that we were able to bypass because we could not bring him up on the Skype. Hello, good evening, Agbeson.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, that's it. It's loud and clear, and I'm sure my audience as well can listen to you. Let's just start all over again. Can you just tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, and what part of Nigeria? Because we got to remember we've got audience watching us from all over the world. What part of Nigeria are you speaking direct with us from?
I am Agbeson Felix Oluwaseun. I'm from Ogun. I live in Ogun State.
Okay.
I live in Ogun State. I'm a teacher by profession.
We're listening. We're listening to you. Yeah, we're still listening to you, Agbeson.
Hello.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Hello.
We can hear you loud and clear. Just continue talking. We can hear you.
Yeah, so that, yes. I'm an activist.
Okay.
I'm a social crusader.
Okay. Can you tell us how
Thank
you
you.
were able to come across with Omolabake?
I came about Labake because Labake is a student in one of the secondary schools in Ogun State.
Okay. And what is the name of the secondary school?
She's a student of on one of secondary school in Ogun State.
And what is the name of the secondary school?
She's schooled in Muslim High School.
Okay.
She's schooled in Muslim High School. Muslim High School, Shagam.
Okay. Could you give us a background of this particular school and also Omolabake as well? I mean, I've already played the interview I did with you and her about half an hour, 40 minutes ago. But can you tell the audience that are listening, you know, a little bit background of, you know, what actually took place? Hello, Agbesanwa, can you hear us?
Very well, very well, very well.
Can you respond, because we haven't got enough time? You know, we're running out of time, and we need to catch up. You know, with as much from you, please.
Omolabake is a girl of 19 years old. He's a girl of 19 years old. I'm married properly. Omolabake is a girl of 19 years old. She lives with a foster mother in Shagam.
Okay.
Was she saw ATM card and set of money there. She returned back the money and the purse back to the bank, First City Monument Bank in Shagam, at Sabo side. Omolabake happened to be someone that doesn't have a father. She's the firstborn of her parents.
Okay.
Her parents gave birth to 2 children. She and a younger one, a boy.
Okay.
The boy also is not living with the mother now. Omolabake is living with somebody that doesn't even know the mother at all.
Okay.
Because the mother cannot even afford to pay the school fees of the girl. So Omolabake happened to be someone that is so tattered, so poor, that her uniform is like a rag. As an activist, I got the wind of the news the night that the girl returned back the money and the purse. And I got the news that the bank gave her a accommodation letter.
Okay.
So I swung to action. I interviewed the girl. I did everything about the girl. And the girl happened to come from a very poor background. Yomi, the girl is an epitome of honesty. Epitome of what a good Nigeria will be in the future. Okay. The girl happened to be somebody that, despite that she doesn't have money to buy uniform, she doesn't have money to buy her textbooks, she doesn't have money to buy things that's meant for herself, this girl still went on to be faithful and to return back the money.
Okay, so when she returned back the money, she was given a recommendation letter to the school. Then what then took place after that?
Hello?
I said when she returned the money, the bank gave her the recommendation letter. Then what took place after that?
When she returned back the money, okay. I wish I'm on Skype.
Let's just continue talking. We can hear you loud and clear. That's fine. You don't have to be on Skype because the connection is not going through, and we're really running out of time.
Yeah. Then I wrote an article for her on the social media. People connected me from all over the world. They were surprised about the action of Omolabake Samson. The bank facilitated that she will be given an award and a prize.
Okay.
So, exactly 2 weeks ago, or let me say, is it 2 weeks or last month, the bank gave Labake 200,000 naira.
Wow.
Now, I was instructed to be a signatory to the account.
Okay.
So that I can monitor the account.
And then
I declined.
Okay. Also, is there any other kind of I mean, in terms of education now, has there been any kind of assistance from the state governor or the the authority within Ogun State? Because I mean, this is someone that the state itself should be proud of for bringing the image of the state itself out to the public domain.
Okay. Last week Monday, the state-owned television, Ogun State Television, invited my union chairman to come and speak on Omolabake Samson.
Okay.
So my union chairman asked me to go and represent him on the TV. I was there, and I believe that the Ogun State government will have seen it there.
Okay.
Presently now, I cannot say concisely that they've done anything for her.
Okay.
But we are trusting God that the state government will do something great for this girl anytime from now.
Okay. The school that Omolabake attends at the moment, can you just, I mean, give us, the kind of, because you got to remember, we're speaking to the almost globally to, I mean, for the audience watching and listening, we're live from the finest Afro-Caribbean radio station in London. Again, my name is Olayomi Koiki, and we're speaking live to Ogun State in Nigeria, to Agbesonwa Oluwaseun, also to give us an inside of what took place. And I can believe that, I mean, a lot of you have already listened to what Agbesonwa said. I just want to have a bit of background of this particular school that Omolabake Samson, she's attending. What is the school like?
The school of Omolabake is a big school. Is in Shagam.
Okay.
Along Sabo Road.
Okay.
The uniform, they put on blue and white uniform. Hello?
Well, we're listening in terms of the, I mean, because what I want to try to picture is if this girl has been given a good discipline, from whether she was living with a foster mother and also from the school, I just want to get a bit of understanding of, the kind of training that the school must have been giving her for her to be able to return, this particular money, because she could have spent that money anyway and no one would have found out. So I just want to have a bit of knowledge. Since you are the teacher, I mean, you live in that community as well.
Yes. Now, let me just say something. Present state of the school in Ogun State, we are projecting morals. Morals. The school itself is a school that have teachers that are projecting morals.
Okay.
And mind you, apart from morals being taught to the girl emphasized something that it is what her parents have taught her when she was young.
Okay.
That she's using. And mind you, because of her act of honesty, are you hearing me?
We can hear you loud and clear, yes.
The school made her to become a prefect.
Wow. And what prefect was she given?
The school made her to become a. She was given a special duty prefect.
Wow. That is a very good one of the school to do. That is a very good one. For my audience listening, as you can see, I'll let you continue, Agbesonwa.
So she's a prefect now in the school, and she's a good ambassador of the school now, anywhere, any day.
Wow, that is very good to know. To the audience that is listening all over the world, thank you very much for everyone that has tuned in. Again, as usual, my name is Olayomi Koiki. We are coming live to you on the finest Afro-Caribbean station in London, and we are speaking live to Agbesonwa Oluwaseun in Ogun State, in Odogbolu, updating us about Omolabake. Omolabake saw 18,000 naira, but the rest, like they say, is now an history. Before I let you go, is there any message you would like to pass on, to the wider community, the diaspora living outside the country, still thinking that there is no hope in Nigeria? Did you hear what I said, Agbesonwa?
Yes, what did you say, Paddy?
What I'm saying is, what is the message that you would like to tell my audience that are listening tonight, in terms of those that still believe that there's no honest people in Nigeria? You cannot deal with anyone in Nigeria. Everyone is corrupt. But this is someone coming up from a very rural area. She doesn't have a dad. She lives with a foster mother, but yet she has still made the proudness of Nigeria coming out. So what is the message that you want to tell those that are listening?
The message I want to give to all about the world is that Nigeria to project the name of the country in the future. Hello?
Yeah, sorry, we lost you there because the connection was breaking. Could you repeat that again? The connection was breaking. Could you repeat that again, please?
Nigeria is a country filled with wisdom.
Okay.
And greatness of God.
Okay.
Amalabeke, Samson, action has given us a hope for the future. That our youth are not only involved in crimes or involved in any other thing that people thought they are, but we have some youths that are ready to make the name of the country to be changed for better.
Wow.
Labake is one of them. And we are happy to have her as our own.
Okay. Any other message that you would like to pass to anyone listening to you or anybody out there? Is there any message you would like to pass on to anybody?
The message I want to pass on to people listening to me all over the world these days. Please let us support Labake Samson in becoming great in life. If you have the resources to support her, please support her financially. This girl is a poor girl. She doesn't have any supporter from anywhere. In fact, where she lives with somebody that is not her mother. You can imagine the pain she's passing through. Though an average student, but I'm sure if she sees an helper, if she sees supporter from all over the world, her dream can be achieved. Today, she may be poor. People may consider her as nobody. But if you and I support her, I've done my part. If you also can do your part by making sure that we give her the best. I want you to know Labake Samson will be great in life.
Well, you've said it all, and I can only say big thank you to you for allowing us to come across to you as well. We do appreciate your time. We know the technology, has helped us because we were able to speak to you on WhatsApp. We could not speak to you on Skype as planned. Again, as usual, thank you very much, and have a good night. And I do hope, and I'm sure, my audience that are listening all over the world will be able to see what can be done, not just for Labake alone, but for all the Nigerian children, wherever they reside in every part of the country. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Yomi, let me have a part. Before you go.
Yes.
Let me just tell you something now.
We're listening.
That we want to appreciate you, specifically Yomi Koiki, for your contribution in Nigeria diaspora.
Thank you very much.
You are a man that all of us over here we are proud of.
Thank you very much.
Showcasing what we have in the country.
Thank you.
Making other people in the world to know that Nigeria are not bad.
Thank you very much.
That we still have a future for the country.
And I'm very sure we do have that future.
I want to get millions of people to say thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and I do appreciate.
If anybody wants to assist Labake,
sorry, what did you say? Yeah, I'm sure everyone that might want to have any contact with her, you can get in touch with Olayomi at nigeriadiaspora.net, and I'm sure the message will definitely come down to you, right in Ogun State, yes, where you reside. I've already promised Labake herself that when next time in Nigeria, very soon I should be in Nigeria, I'll be coming down to Shagamu to pay her a visit as well. Not just Omo Labake alone, but also to visit the school and speak also to all the teachers and the principal as well that, is in the school. Thank you very much for taking a bit of your time, for joining us on Niger Voices all the way from Shagamu, and we do really appreciate it, and we do mean that, from our heart. Thank you very much, and I'll let you go now. Thank you very much. Well, you've heard it all there. Niger Voices, we make things happen. Wherever the story is, we make sure we follow the story wherever it is. Like I say, the most important thing is you might sit down on your comfort zone without doing anything, or you might decide there's a lot of assistance, there's a lot of charity organizations out there that needs our assistance, that, clamoring for help to make changes in every part of Nigeria, from east to north to the south. We can make that difference. If all the community are telling us to, coming out and get ticket, they've got event coming up, they're supporting different projects. These are the kind of projects that will be supported. Omo Labake is still there, but there are millions of Omo Labake all over Nigeria. Are we all just going to leave Omo Labake and all those Nigerians that are still, finding it difficult? She could have spent that money, but she decided, no, I won't spend this money, because, she knows it's money. But she decided to take that money back to the bank. As you can hear from Agbesonwa, the bank has already, given her a check of over 200,000 naira, that will be now, to take care of her and her family. She doesn't have a dad. But the most important thing is, let us continue to work together to make Nigeria, to make Africa the best place we want. If we don't do it, no one else is going to do it. And this is one of the reasons why, we've decided as well to bring those storylines to you wherever it's taking place. Again, thank you very much for those that have joined. We do really appreciate you and your time, for making it happen again on this particular Wednesday. Next week, we are bringing into the studio Abdurrahman Mo. He spoke to us during the Finsbury Park attack, but he's back again to explain to us why is there so much knife crime within the Somalian community. Not just the Somalian community, we still have a bit of knife crime as well with Nigerian community as well. We know there's a lot of work going within the community to tackle this problem, but we must continue, to assist and support everyone that really wants to make a big difference, to make this happen. Again, as usual, I'm trying to get in touch again with Chief Bimbo Folayan. We did say we were going to speak to him as well, but I'm still trying to connect with him. I know he's very, very busy. He's working flat out to bring the last remaining few hours for the show that is taking place, and I'm sure we'll be able to speak to him in about a few minutes. Hello, good evening, Chief Bimbo Folayan. Thank you very much for joining us on Niger Voices, one central hub connecting all the Nigerians. Thank you very much. I know you're very, very extremely busy. Can you just say good evening and hello to all the audience that are listening?
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. We won't take much of your time. We know you're very busy, and you know, can you just tell the audience what we should be expecting at this 2017 Nigeria Diaspora Direct Investment Summit taking up within the next few hours?
Nigerian Content Management Board,
Okay.
and several other director generals of staff in Nigeria. And the purpose of inviting them is to get them to come to London to pitch to Nigerians in diaspora.
Okay.
And to tell people what business opportunities are in Nigeria.
Okay.
So this year we've also invited funders, we've invited big companies, and we've invited people that can also partner with Nigerians in diaspora.
Okay.
The basis of this is to create opportunities for Nigerians who want to go back home,
Okay.
to create jobs.
Okay.
So we're trying to kill one bird with two stones.
Wow, that's very
one,
good.
to get Nigerians in diaspora to set up their businesses in Nigeria,
Okay.
as well as to help our motherland to create jobs.
Wow.
At this time of hard economic situation in Nigeria.
Wow.
So at this moment, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go on.
Sorry, I'm listening. We're listening. Sorry about that.
Okay, so the summit is a bridge. It's a bridge of opportunity. So what we have tried to do is to be the connector that brings different interests under one banner.
Okay.
So we've created a platform of NDDIS as a platform to help bring funders, bring people that have business ideas but have no money. Those that have money but don't have business ideas. People that want to go back to Nigeria to set up businesses, even foreign companies that also want to go to Africa and play a part in, but who have had problems in the past. So we're trying to bring confidence back to the community using the diaspora.
Wow.
So it's, last year, the Nigerian diaspora remitted about $26 billion.
That's correct.
And
Yes.
that $26 billion is so huge. But most of this money actually went into the informal sector. So they are the kind of money, the remittances that we send to our parents, to our brothers, we send to parties, but they don't really, even though they have some effect on the economy, but they don't create jobs per se. So what we're trying to do is to try and make it a little bit more formal. Instead of sending money back home to your friends and family, you could actually help set up some small scale SME, small business in Nigeria,
Wow.
and also earn some bit of profit by doing so, and then keeping people out of the street in Nigeria.
Wow. Well, that's very good for giving us a background of the whole summit itself. When, I know it's a 3 days event, but when actually should we be having that excitement about this, investment, connecting the businesses? I mean, I was just speaking to Ogun State in Shagamu, where Omolabake, a 19-year-old student in one of the schools in Shagamu, returned 18,000 naira back to Nigeria, to the bank, and she's now become a well-known celebrity. We were having difficulty connecting to Ogun State in terms of the infrastructure and the technology, but we were still able to connect through WhatsApp. And I'm sure you talking about investment and businesses, this is what we need to, tell the diaspora that have all the expertise, to take it back to Nigeria, whatever sector it is. When actually is the main summit?
Okay, so on Thursday, we have what we call the launching, the opening of the summit, as well as a cocktail. And this is just for a couple of hours. At the cocktail, people will have opportunities to network with government officials. So you will meet some of the commissioners, you meet some of the people with businesses, you meet a lot of businessmen, and it's an informal event for about 3 hours. That's on Thursday.
Okay.
That starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 10
Okay.
And a lot of people have arrived. We have the Commissioner for Trade and Investment from Ondo State,
Okay.
the Special Advisor to the President on investments from Ondo State. We have a lot of people that have already arrived London for that.
Wow.
On Friday, that is when we have the
main summit.
And the main summit, that starts at 9:30 in the morning, and that should take us till about 6 p.m. in the evening. So this is when we should have the real event. On Saturday, we will then have what we call the dinner. And this year we have brought in the African Leadership Forum, owned by President Obasanjo.
Okay.
And they've come in with free instruments for the diaspora.
Wow.
So there are some projects they've brought from, and we're going to be launching those. Let me give you an example of one of the projects they've brought. They brought something that is called the Diaspora Adaptive Program.
Diaspora
Nigeria Adaptive Program.
Okay.
And the basis of this is to help diasporans. It's a program to help settle diasporans down when they get to Nigeria. So you can't say that because Nigeria is a country, but you've been away for about 15, 20, 30 years, and you just want to go and start doing business. You need to, first of all, adapt yourself to the environment. Because this is one of the reasons why a lot of people come to Nigeria, they get frustrated. After 6 months, 1 year, they run back to the diaspora. They run back to the foreign countries where they come from. So now, that program is being put together as an induction program for Nigerians who have stayed out of the country for too long.
So long.
For example, in the UK, we are used to, if we want something from from an office in the UK, all we have to do is just go to their website.
That's it.
Download the form.
Fill the form.
And then somebody will contact you. But in Nigeria, it's a little bit different. So these are some of the things that they will teach you when you come for that.
So this is more like, again, ease of doing businesses.
Exactly. It's just to show you how, teach you a few things about Nigeria, tell you how things operate in Nigeria, then show us so that you are less frustrated.
Wow.
And you're not going to Nigeria with the expectations of where you're coming from, because they are different countries.
Definitely.
They have different experiences, they see things differently, they do things differently, and you need to adapt.
Okay. Wow. You've really make it as so where, and now we still have less than 48 hours to Friday. Where should people be picking up their ticket if they have to get a ticket? And also, we believe it's not an African time. We've got to be on time on Friday so that we can all have the benefit of mingling and getting the main reason of that event on Friday itself. Nigeria Diaspora will be there, and I can assure all my listeners and audience that we'll be there as early as possible. But for those that are coming, if you're living outside London, I will tell you now to arrive a day before so that you can get into the venue in time. I'll let Chief Bimbo. And for those that are listening, on the line with us is Chief Bimbo Folayan. He's a former Kanok chairman as well. He's also the executive, organizing this particular summit that is taking place starting from tomorrow up to Saturday. I'll let you finish up before I let you go. I know you're very busy, but we've been trying to get hold of you, and I'm very happy that you came on here to speak to the audience that are listening. So I'll let you just round up, so that I can let you go now.
Thank you very much. If you want to attend the NDDIS, just go to our website, www.nddis.com. Okay. And then click on the register button.
Okay.
The tickets are it's going to shut down in a few hours.
Wow.
Because we've opened it for a very long time, so we're shutting it down in a few hours' time.
Okay.
But you still have, I think, a couple of hours to register to attend.
Okay.
And when you register, it's just £50, and the £50 takes you gives you the opportunity to attend the entire 3 days.
Okay.
So
Okay. So it's
you
not
don't
just
have-
for one day. So you're buying like a whole 3-day package, which is less than
You are buying a
which
whole
is less than
3
a
days.
meal if you go for out in a day.
Exactly. Even the dinner itself is almost £50 because we're doing it in a 5-star hotel.
Wow. So
in
£50 is not
Kensington,
you know is like I said, it's less
No.
than a meal
Well,
for a day.
Yes, it's subsidized, heavily subsidized, because we want
Wow.
people
To make
people
to-
with business ideas
to
come.
attend.
Yeah, so to attend. So please register and join us. Everybody that has been to NDDIS know that we don't do African time. When we say we're starting at 7, we start at 7. That in the last few years that we started NDDIS, it's always packed full and a lot of people come into time, and we start our program to time. So please come and let's 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's the first day. Come for the cocktail, and then 9 a.m. to 9:30 on Friday morning till 6, and then there will be tea and biscuits and all that on Friday. On tomorrow evening there will be wine. There will be it's a networking event, social event. There will be some little bit of music. There will be speeches by Sterling Bank. We will have Abike Dabiri. We will have Senator Barry Joshua. We have the Lagos State delegation have arrived today.
Okay.
The SSG, 4 commissioners,
Wow.
and the
Full
special
house. We
advisor
got a
to
full
the
house.
governor.
Wow.
We have a full house.
Wow.
They make some 2-minute speeches tomorrow.
Okay.
Then on the on
Saturday.
Friday,
Yeah.
which is the full day, we
day.
then have about 22 speakers.
Wow.
And some of these speakers will be banks, will be funders, will be business, technology, and IT providers. And, it's a full house. It's a full house.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chief Bimbo Folayan, for joining us on Niger Voices. We really appreciate. I know you've been very busy. I do know that because I see you, quite a lot of time, and I know how busy your schedule are. But we do appreciate you for giving us, almost a whole day, for joining us at this particular edition of Niger Voices every Wednesday, coming on air on Star Radio. Thank you very much, and have a good evening, sir. Is there anybody you want to say big thank you to as well? Because I know, you've got a lot of delegates that are already in United Kingdom. We should be proud that we've got so much in London in this summertime. Is there anybody you want to say big thank you to as well?
I just want to say a very big thank you to, if there are members of the committee putting this together who are listening. I just want to say thank you to them because they're the ones that put this together.
Wow.
I also want to thank the Nigerian community in the UK who are always willing to go back to Nigeria to set some business up. So we, on our own part, we will continue to create the opportunities, the link between them and home. We will never give up with our country, and we will contribute our best to our country.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
God
much,
bless
and
you.
have a very
Thanks a
lovely
lot.
good evening, and hope to see you within the next 24 hours myself. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, I'm sure, what can I say? You've enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed that conversation. I'm going to run through it again because, number one, 3 days event for £50. The ticket hotline is shutting down within the next few hours. So if I were you, listening and watching me right now, I'll be going on to www.nddis. Again, www.nddis.com, and get your ticket so that you can enjoy the 3 days event that is coming up starting from tomorrow, where there will be a network and a cocktail where you'll be able to mingle. And you also not only mingle, you'll be able to showcase and speak to the banks is there, the investors is there. They've got so many people that are lined up on Thursday. Then coming on Friday, Niger Diaspora will be bringing to you, for some of my audience that are watching outside the country that cannot travel down, we'll be bringing it to you live and direct on Niger Diaspora on Friday, the whole summit, starting from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, come down, relax, put on your attire, your beautiful Ankara, whatever you've got, and showcase Nigeria and Africa, and also come down on Saturday and have a bit of, dinner at the exclusive hotel for £50, I don't think it's too much, for those 3 days. So if I were you, the ticket line will be shutting down very soon. I will get my ticket, tell someone to tell someone that on Friday, Saturday, and tomorrow, NDDIS is bringing the biggest show of investors, business guru to come together and make Labake proud. Make millions of Labake proud. If you've got all those ideas in your head, why not come down and put it out and let someone be able to buy into it so that they can make it, a big business, and we can all be happy that Nigeria and Africa will be at the right place that we want it to be. But we all need to be able to come together like Chief Bimbo and all the committees have been doing to bring this together. It's not easy bringing in, all these delegates that have arrived. I've been smelling them. I've been hearing it. I feel it already. But Niger Voices, Niger Diaspora will be on ground to cover all the 3 days. Be prepared for a lot of bombardment of pictures. It's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on Instagram. Again, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone that has joined us and been able to support us, since, Niger Diaspora has been coming to you, before we were even coming to the radio, we were coming to you right on your door footstep. We're still open for business as well. If you want to advertise or sponsor this particular program, why not get in touch with me on yomi@nigerdiaspora.net, and then you can take an opportunity to let your business go out, not just from where you are, but to the wider audience as well. You can get in touch with me on 07-936-435-365, or you can get in touch on email yomi@nigerdiaspora.net. Again, we would like to say a big thank you to the CEO of Niger Diaspora, Toibodin Oduni. Like I said to you, very soon he will be speaking to us right in the studio. But we'd like to say a big thank you to him for making Niger Diaspora that one central hub, connecting not just the Nigerians, but all the Africans living in UK and outside as well. We would also like to make our audience aware that there's a lot that is taking place, this particular summertime. We've got the Barking Festival, organized by Chris Kikin, which is coming up on the 5th of there's a music festival coming up on the 5th of August. We also have the festival coming up in Barking on the 9th. Let me get that right. That is coming up very soon as well. There's a lot that is taking place, this summertime, but Niger Diaspora, a media partner to so many of these events that is coming up, and we will make sure we deliver and bring it to you live wherever you reside in United Kingdom. One thing again is, let's continue to support each other. Let's continue to make, Nigeria the great country that we all want to live. And that's why, this 3 days event have been put together so that we can all brainstorm, talk together, make things happen. Or maybe, just maybe, a diaspora might be able to buy off Etisalat, and we leave those Dubai, that are telling us, giving us options. It's possible. They've got 21 million subscribers. What are you doing, diaspora? If we are sending over 20 billion US dollars back to Nigeria, I'm sure we can all put that money together and buy Etisalat and turn it into the diaspora and make it happen. I'm very positive, as you are positive as well. I'm sure I've just opened another business line for you. We've got about 3 minutes to end this show, but I would like to say a big thank you to everyone that has been with us, throughout this journey. Again, on Star Radio, your finest Afro-Caribbean radio station in UK. We'll be back again next week, Wednesday, with another beautiful topic. Knife crime is still a big issue within not just the Nigerian community, but also the Somalian community. Abdurrahman Moore will be coming to talk to us about this particular problem that has become, a big issue, and we must all work towards it. We must tackle it. Also, big thank you to all my family that have been supporting, with all the timing. I should be in Nigeria myself, but I'm still right here. And also, there's a lot that is happening right here in United Kingdom as well. I give a big thank you to everybody, wherever you're watching. I know you've logged in from Kenya. I can see you. I don't know how to say hello in Kenya. I know you've logged in from Zimbabwe. You've logged in from Ghana. Thank you for making your time to join Niger Voices every Wednesday. I'll be back again next week, Wednesday, with another beautiful show, with another beautiful topic, but stay away from trouble. Again, I will repeat some of the quotes that I was able to pick, while I was going through my daily, research. This was a quote by Dr. Wayne Dyer. You could check it out on Google, WAYNE-DYER. And it goes like this, and I hope, this will be something that you'll be able to take away before I say good night. As you think, so shall it be. If you feel it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I repeat that again. As you can think, so shall it be. If you feel it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I become what I think about all day long. You don't allow your thought to be on anything that you don't want. Whatever you are, that is what you draw to you. If you are negative, you're going to draw negativity. You're positive, you draw positive. You are kind person, more people kind to you. And this is another one by Steve Harvey. Some of his quotes. So you are like a magnet. You got to understand something about like attract like. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. And I leave that to you. And I say thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you next week. Again, as usual, my name is Olayomi Koiki, Niger Diaspora, sponsoring Niger Voices on Star Radio between the hours of 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Good night, wherever you are, and we hope to be back again next week.
We're moving right out of Babylon, and we're grooving to our Father's land. How good and how pleasant.
Because I didn't die, because my name is Anikulapo.